Soul Garden. Welcome to another episode of The Urban Mystic. I'm Skip Jennings, your spiritual inspirational teacher right here in the garden. Well, we're continuing to lift the evolution of our lives. This is the month we're talking about breakdowns to breakthroughs, breaking through our obstacles. So we're talking about self-mastery this week. Self-mastery really means mastering this human incarnation, mastering ourself, and moving to the big self, moving to the big I. 5 keywords we're working on. Here we go. First keyword we're going to talk about is freedom. Now, this is a big one. Christopher says this is a big one around this time about breaking through. That if we break through the obstacles of what holds us back, we will gain freedom. Here's another thing I want you to hear and really get this into your consciousness. Freedom is nothing that you need to achieve. It's only something that you need to realize. In God, there is always freedom. What holds us back is all those ego-based things, trying to get fame, notoriety. When it's not enough or it's not big enough, it doesn't give us freedom. Or sometimes when someone gets very famous, very celebrity, they are a monster to the paparazzi or whatever. All these things have their own locks and boundaries. The true freedom is in our oneness, our spiritual authority in God. That's true freedom. Here's the next word we're working on. It's called liberty. Liberty. What does liberty mean to you? Liberty and justice for all. I believe liberty is a form of equality. Liberty is a place where we're evolving, is the word I want, evolving ourselves to a place of we can do everything. We are free to do anything and everything. See, on the books, especially here in America, we have some things that say we are not equal, that we don't have liberty. We still have a ban on gay marriages. We still have all these other things that hold us back from being our true self. So we think. So the perception. The truth is, the government can't keep me from loving someone else. I have liberty to love the person that I want to love. I might not have all the rights that are on the books, but I have the right to express love. And that consciousness is going to transcend the barriers and the blocks that the government might want to give you. Or maybe your family might want to give you. Or maybe your partner might want to give you. Or maybe you give yourself. You have liberty and you have justice. It just needs to be recognized. Third word for this week, we're working on innovation. Innovation is, it's a great word. Innovation means to me is that if I've seen it, it's not innovative. I want it to be new. I want it to be exciting. I want a new spin on it. Innovation. Innovation is always in God. I believe that if you can see it, it's not God's vision. God's vision is something that hasn't been seen, and you are the person who gets to bring it to this planet. We're catching thoughts. Thoughts are flying around us. There's gazillions of thoughts, and we're catching it, and we are the tool to bring it to the fourth dimension. And that is innovative. Innovative. Maybe a new song, a new poem, a new writing, maybe a new book, maybe a new TV show, maybe a new way of teaching children, maybe a new way of loving, maybe a new way of service, maybe a new way of doing something at your job. Innovation. God's word. Here we go. Next word we're going to talk about is, again, one more time, I'm going back to it again, breakdowns. Breakdowns. In self-mastery, we have breakdowns every single time we turn around. There's another breakdown. Because the breakdown is living through and going through your breakthrough. That's a part of mastering it, that we are on this ride of life. It's a great roller coaster. It goes up and down. Everything's in a cycle. Everything happens. We're going to have something that appears to be good, something appears to be bad. But we're on this trip. We're on this cycle. We're on this roller coaster. So we're going to have breakdowns all the time, but you will know, oh, this is just a cycle. I'm heading to my breakthrough. Here's your next word. We're talking about detachment. Can you love without or love with detachment? Here's the thing about that. Detachment does not mean unattached. Unattached means we don't care. Detachment means we care, but the outcome, so okay. However it happens, it happens. That we're going to see the best no matter what. Detachment means there is freedom and independence. See, if you're so attached to someone else's outcome, when that outcome comes, it's going to affect the way you feel. Hey, the thing you want to understand is that you're on your own journey and so is everybody else. So your attachment to something outside of yourself does not really serve you. So here's your 7 days challenge for your self-mastery. For 7 days, I want you to see yourself as being free, as having liberty, and being independent. For 7 days, I want you to see yourself as being free, as having independence and liberty. And I want you to journal of what that feels like. It's an energetic force around freedom and liberty. So let's just take a moment. We're going to go through our affirmations. Here's your affirmation for today. Close your eyes. Just breathe in, breathe out. Your affirmation. Just for today, I'm free to be my authentic self. Just for today, I am free to be my authentic self. Just breathe that in. What a great month. Don't forget, next week we're here doing our shout out episode. And if you want a question online, hey, you got to send it to me so I can answer it. Remember, the question that you asked is probably the same question that millions of other people want to hear. So feel the freedom to send it in. My friends, I love you. I'm glad you're on this journey with me. I'm glad you're here at the Soul Garden. Do me a favor, tell your friends, tell your family about Soul Garden, because it is such a divine space. It's a place that you can come and feel love, get your spirituality on, and not be judged. We love you here. And until next time, I'm Skip Jennings. Soul Garden.